Hey, it's Mr. D, the band teacher, back again for another lesson on the trumpet solo Rigaudon in the trumpet solo folio from Keith Snell called Belwin Master Trumpet Solos. Belwin Master Trumpet Solos. And the one we're going to be working on is the Rigaudon by Georg Bohm. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take a look at the song. I made some notes on things I think you should work on. We're going to have a quick little discussion as to, again, things that I think are necessary to play the song correctly. I'll work out some things on my trumpet, and then in another video I'm actually going to perform it straight through with very little talking. So at this point you might want to stop your video player, get your instrument out, your music, the original copy that you purchased at a music store, set up near your computer. Because you're playing a trumpet, which is a little bit louder instrument, you may want to use a set of headphones or those earbuds that you use on like your iPod or your iPod Touch, just so you can hear me. Be sure you know how to adjust the volume on your computer so that when it comes time for you to play, you can play along with me. So again, there is a pause button at the bottom of the screen that you're viewing right now, and just be sure you know how to start and stop it so that you're not just watching me through the whole video, you're actually actively participating. So you're stopping the video, starting it, just make sure that you are working out parts that you see that you may need to work out. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to move the camera. We're going to take a glance at the work copy of music that I have. I made some notes, and then we'll play through some things. And then, like I said, you can view the other video on the performance. Okay, so I'm going to move the camera over, and we are looking at the Rigaudon. Again, it's by Georg Bohm. You can see when his dates are 1661 to 1733. You'll notice, interestingly enough, on this song, it starts with a piano solo. So if you're performing this in a recital setting, you have a small recital with your private teacher, the piano player is going to be playing an introduction, and you're going to be listening for this melody played in the right hand, and then you're going to come in on beat 4 here, where the double bar line is, at a mezzo forte volume. All right, so you'd be listening to the piano, and then 1, 2, 3, bum, measure 5, bum. Okay, we'll play through this melody in a minute. You also have this interesting articulation pattern. It's slur, these two notes slurred, and these two notes tongue. You can check it out on your music if you can't see my music that well. Again, stop it, the video, if you see something, if you need to check out something in more detail. We have a high C here, no big deal for you. This is, again, a level 1 trumpet solo, typical solo that maybe a 5th grader would play, or someone that's been playing trumpet for a year or so, maybe a year and a half. We have the melody again repeated here. Notice there's a breath mark right here. That's that particular pattern right here that you see, this musical pattern, is actually repeated again pretty much at a higher volume, at a forte volume as opposed to mezzo forte. So you're going to want to definitely check that out. Okay, so then you have a double bar line here, which indicates a new section of music, and you start in measure 21 with a pickup note on beat 4 at a mezzo piano. So you're talking about a way softer volume, a big contrast here between these two sections, and you have a new some new melody stuff here, but you still have this articulation pattern: slur, tongue, tongue. Okay, and then you have a piano solo. You're listening again in the recital setting to this melody line, and then you're counting 1, 2, 3. Coming in at mezzo forte with a sort of a similar melody to this 21 here, except you do have some different rhythm patterns here, and you're playing the B flats here, and you have a breath mark, of course. And then we do some more interesting things here. We actually do a crescendo. So you're doing this lick, but you're getting you're starting softer and getting louder, and then you're continuing all the way up to a forte here. So you're starting, medium loud, and then you bring it down here, da 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 da, dum, and you're bringing it all the way. I'm not singing the right melody, but you get the idea. You're going to get it louder here, okay? And then again, you have more piano material, and then again, coming in on beat 3, forte here. All right, so you hit that C, and then you're bringing it home, so to speak, to the end here. But interestingly, you're doing a whole bunch of stuff here at the end. You're getting softer and louder. But see that ritardando? I don't know if you can see it in your music. I'll try to bring it in closer. Retard is gradually getting slower. So you're getting louder and slower, and then you're going to hold that rhythm out. I actually circle it right there. You can see that arrow. You're going to hold that out for longer than 3 beats, and the song's over. Just a quick note you can check out what I said. You may need to rewind it. When you perform this without a piano player, you're going to just come in right here. So you're going to, like I like to tell my students, you're going to treat all this piano material as basically one measure of music. So you're going to come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, play. Same with over here. You hit that D, then you count a measure of music, and then you come in. All right, so it's a full measure of music, and then here. Some kids, if they sometimes they actually take away that full measure, and they just come in at the next spot in the correct beat. That's fine too. Okay, so I'm going to bring the camera back. I want you to look. What we're going to do is section 5 here. Just look at this articulation pattern. Actually, measure 6. All right, so go grab your trumpet. You can stop the video if you need to. I'm going to move the camera back. Hopefully we'll get in the same spot. Okay. So you have your trumpet, and take a look at how I play the one note before 5. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, and then I'm going to continue after 5. Oh, I did forget to tell you, there's a B flat in the key signature. So you want to make sure that you're playing all first valve B flats. Okay? Look at that measure 6 again. So slur, tongue, tongue, tongue.